what are my options from here? He's got a gun. One of the things that I think I would like to offer up is that they're going to present that firearm in the way people are, and you can watch video of this, is even though guns are distance weapons, people tend to like to put them very close to you. This is what generally happens. Does it happen every time? No. We're going to use that kind of thinking right now. And we know just some basic things about life, that the action and reaction dynamic, and that is where that is going to actually come into play here. And I don't want people to think this is hocus pocus, but when somebody's talking, he may be engaging me, I may be engaging him. We're trying to look for that moment where I can do a couple things, and the first one is I need to reorient the direction of that firearm. That is my only priority right now.
So you go towards
it. And I am going to go towards it in two ways. One is my hands are up, and I'm acting compliant. I'm non-threatening compliant. And when I'm in this position, my first hand is simply, I'm just going to move my hand and collapse this on his body, okay? That's my first step. I've oriented the firearm in a new, safer direction. I'm not doing something fancy. I'm orienting that firearm, and I'm going to jam it into him. I am pushing into him. Am I grabbing this? And all I'm doing is, as soon as I do that, I'm going to start jacking him in the throat, and then I'm just going to grab this and rip it right out of his hand, okay? I may then tap rack, get it ready. I may just start striking him with the thing. I may just use this as a blunt force object.
Quick question. What happens when you hold the slide of the gun when he pulls the trigger? What happens?
Well, let's run through that. Let's say I did this, and let's say when I moved over here,
people will grab the gun.
I grabbed the gun. So what's going to happen? We all know the first round is going to go off.
Yep.
And we also know that the gun will not be functional again until it is probably tap rack.
Action.
All right. So we talked about this in the car with the discharge of the round. So you get one round, gun malfunction. So we're going to kind of run through that drill. We're going to run through it live fire. I just want you guys to actually see this, because a lot of people don't think that this is actually accurate, but us in the gun world, we know that this is accurate with a semi-automatic weapon. It's different with a revolver. Okay, a revolver does a completely different thing. You have to grab different parts of the revolver, but we're going to demonstrate this. So what we're going to do is Chris is going to present his gun, and I'm going to stand 90 degrees from him. I don't want to be in front of the firing line. So as he presents his pistol, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab the muzzle of the gun. Go ahead and put your finger on the trigger. Okay, so I grab the muzzle of the gun like this. Okay, now I want you to watch. He's going to shoot one round.
Ready?
Go high. My hand didn't come flying off. Now, is that gun operational? Go ahead and pull the trigger. It's not operational. What do we have to do to get it back into operation? You have to tap the magazine, you have to rack the slide. Go ahead and fire one round. Operational. Okay, so the misconception of if you grab a gun, he's going to be able to keep shooting, that's not true. We just proved that point. So when we go back into the car situation, and Chris, he's presenting his gun, and Chris ended up grabbing the gun. Okay, you get one shot, and then you're beating the freaking shit out of the guy in the car. All right.
So we might just be able to accept the fact that one round is going to go off, but we've now disabled this weapon, which is another good thing to keep in mind. Mm-hmm. So that's why when we get it back, we have to remember, as always, when we take weapons, our first job is tap racking that weapon. We have to make sure that thing's ready to go.